Strawweight bout, Iasmin Lucindo. I think that's how you say it. Brogan Walker, plus 280 for Brogan Walker, minus 280 for Lucindo. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 240 for the over, plus 240 for the under. Brogan Walker coming in at 7-3. Iasmin Lucindo coming in at 13-5, 21 years old. So this chick has been around the block, and she started her pro career in 2017. So if you do the math, that was 6 years ago. She was 15 years old when she became pro. And she had a great fight in her debut against Iasmin Uruguay, who I think very highly of. And she looks right at home. I mean, she won one of the rounds on a couple of the judges' scorecards. She looked like she belonged in there. And she looked like she's all action. So she's getting a lot of respect coming in here at minus 280 against Brogan Walker, who I have to say has fought some solid competition. Like, not even in the UFC. She's fought Erin Blanchfield in Invicta. She fought Pearl Gonzalez in Invicta. She fought Miranda Maverick, beat Miranda Maverick in Invicta, and then comes on to the Ultimate Fighter, gets a couple wins, fights for the Ultimate Fighter Championship against Juliana Miller, our girl, Juliana Miller. And she gets the shit beat out of her, really. I mean, she got taken down 4 times when she was on the ground. Miller was landing ground and pound, and she ultimately got finished in the 3rd round with the elbows from the top. So not a good showing in the Ultimate Fighter Championship. But, man, I mean, we all know women's MMA. And you're looking at a seasoned – I mean, she only has 10 fights, but, like, she's 33. She's fought really good competition, even outside the UFC. And you're giving her a girl who had a good debut. She lost, but she's only 21. Like, fuck, man. Like, how could I get behind minus 280 for Lucindo? I mean, I know Walker just lost to Miller. This is MMA math. Like, women's MMA math is the worst. Like, we think MMA math doesn't, like, work out. Don't look at women's MMA math, because that is just never fucking works. Never. So, yeah, I look at this and I think I can't lay the chalk on Lucindo. I'm sorry. Like, just based on what we've seen, let's just say it goes to a decision, right? And you're holding a minus 280 ticket on Lucindo, and it's a split decision, and Brogan Walker gets that nod. You're going to be feeling really shitty about yourself for paying minus 280 on Iasmin Lucindo. And this fight probably goes to decision. That's what the odds are saying. So if it goes to decision, I probably want the plus money on Brogan Walker. Now, I'm not saying that she wins, but this is a betting show, and we're looking at the odds. I don't think I can get behind Lucindo at minus 280. I think she's probably beats her on the feet. Brogan Walker struggles off of her back if she gets taken down. Lucindo hasn't really shown that she's going to do that. So this is probably a stand-up battle, and this is women's MMA. So beware. Buyer beware on minus 280 of Iasmin Lucindo. I do think she wins, but, it's just what we've seen. Don't like it. Don't like that it's that way either. I don't like it that we have to think that way. But we are bettors, and we have to think that way. So that's how we're going to take it. What do you got?
Yeah, no, I think Lucindo wins too. But from a betting standpoint, man, it's just too early to have anything on her, in my opinion. I think you have to pass on this fight. We saw her against Uruguay and looked pretty good. Kind of got outstruck the whole fight, but I think that was kind of to be expected. But man, being 21 years old and a minus 280 favorite just doesn't mix well with me. Even though Brogan Walker is not the most experienced mixed martial artist for being, 35? So, yeah, and losing to Juliana Miller obviously ages horribly right now, especially getting TKO'd. I mean, we know Juliana Miller has a good ground game when she gets it there, and she got on top, and Brogan Walker couldn't do anything about it. But Lucindo, you're either going to see the 21-year-old be faster and crisper on the feet than Brogan Walker, or you're going to see Lucindo maybe fade as the fight goes on, and Brogan Walker staying calm, gets this fight where she wants, and we get a sketchy decision. And right now, it's just too risky bet on a 21-year-old at minus 280 in a fight that's probably going to go the distance. So, I got to lay off for the pick. I think Lucindo wins, but confidence level not real high.
You know what? Brogan Walker struggles off of her back in the grappling, but watching her in Invicta, she doesn't have a bad offensive grappling game. So Lucindo, 21 years old, she doesn't have a great grappling game. I mean, she's been submitted 3 times already.
Yeah.
And if you're Brogan Walker, you probably don't want to stand and strike with her because she's got some pretty good hands.
Right.
Maybe you go to that grappling, and that's where it gets greasy. So, yeah, a hard pass for me on that one. Maybe we're going to sprinkle a little on Walker and just, hope for the best, but we'll see.